Namastey London, Namaste India. How's the Josh? Hey, welcome back to our Stupid Reactions Idiot Time. Corbin, Direct.
Welcome back to our Stupid Reactions, and we're doing something with London, am I correct?
No.
Oh, I thought it had something to do with London.
If you would please follow us on Instagram and Twitter for more bloody content.
Bloody content, that is exactly right.
It's
it should
so
be bloody content.
juicy.
Switching it up.
So Akshay Kumar, great British actor.
The great
phenomenal,
British actor.
the great Brit, come from the BBC.
So is he the big A? If
No, it'd be the big K.
Oh, the big K, I guess.
Yeah,
The last name.
it'd be the big K.
The big K.
Yeah, the great big K.
So this has been requested for some time now.
Forever.
It's called Namaste London. It's it says best
ever seen of Bollywood.
Well, that's a pretty big statement.
That is a big statement.
So this will be actually the first thing we've seen of Akshay Kumar.
Yeah. So I guess it's a good introduction to his work. I hope. We're not gonna pretend we like it if we don't. So I hope this is worth the watch, guys, and you're not mad if we don't like it, because we ain't gonna pretend.
And
Bring on Mr. Kai.
I also don't know what the scene is about, so.
No idea. I hope that doesn't make a difference.
But I think it's all in English too, so that's good.
Ah, fantastic.
It's fantastical, bloody brilliant.
Dad, Mom, this is Charlie's Aunt Pauline and her husband, Mr. William Knott.
How do you do?
Oh, Pauline! So shocked to see your nude picture on a beach in some newspaper.
I keep getting it. No. What she meant to say was, she's very upset with the press for what they're doing with respect to people like you. So don't.
Big K.
Oh shit!
What's he doing?
Oh, John. Jazz, this is Mr. John Pringle. He's got an old connection with you already. His great-grandfather was a high-ranking officer of the East India Company.
Oh, really?
Oh, this is my fiancée, Jazz.
Jazz? Isn't that a kind of music?
Wow.
So when did Indians have such fancy names, Charlie?
Actually, it's short for just
Oh, then Jazz must be your
Extraordinarily
attempt to be one of us. That's one smart girl you got there, Charlie. And I don't blame her. She doesn't want to be known as coming from the land of snake charmers, right? Tell me,
what?
Jazz, do they still do the Indian rope trick in your country?
No, Mr. Pringle. And it's actually not just the land of snake charmers, right, Charlie?
Yes, it's not just a land of snake charmers. It's also a land of chicken tandoori and call centers.
Chicken tandoori is delicious.
Obviously.
You know India's not just all that, right?
Of course, my dear. India's not all that. Fortunately, Charlie doesn't know. But I do.
I hate his
Winston
voice.
Churchill once said, if we ever left India, it would be run by the goons. And my God, it is.
That's a dubbed voice. Why?
If you just excuse me.
Certainly, my dear.
I don't know.
Why is that voice dubbed?
मुझे बुरा लगा क्योंकि मैं इंडियन हूँ लेकिन तुम्हें क्या हुआ तुम्हें क्यों बुरा लगा तुम तो ब्रिटिश हो खैर छोड़ो तुम कहीं की भी रहने वाली हो रहोगी तो तुम इंडियन ही ना चल
कहाँ?
उसके परदादा ने कोई और इंडिया देखा है असल इंडिया की सैर करवाते हैं उसको
Mr. Pringle, he would like to tell you something about India.
I'm all ears.
I hate that guy.
नमस्ते।
Me too.
सर मेरा नाम है अर्जुन सिंह 5000 साल पुरानी सभ्यता की वजह से हम हिंदुस्तानी सबको ऐसे ही झुक के प्रणाम करते हैं
When we greet one another, we fold our hands in Namaste because we believe that God resides in the heart of every human being.
ऐसी सभ्यता जिसमें एक कैथलिक औरत प्रधानमंत्री की कुर्सी एक सिख के लिए छोड़ देती है और एक सिख प्रधानमंत्री पद की शपथ एक मुस्लिम राष्ट्रपति से लेता है उस देश की बागडोर संभालने के लिए जिसमें 80% लोग हिंदू हैं
We come from a nation where we allow a lady of Catholic religion to step aside for a Sikh to be sworn in as Prime Minister by a Muslim President to govern a nation of over 80% Hindus.
आपकी मातृभाषा अंग्रेजी पूरी दुनिया में सबसे ज्यादा हमारे ही देश में घसी जाती है और आपको शायद ये भी नहीं पता होगा कि अंग्रेजी के ज्यादातर शब्द संस्कृत से लिए गए हैं संस्कृत का शब्द मात्र अंग्रेजी में मदर बना भ्रातृ बना ब्रदर ज्यामिति बनी ज्योमेट्री और त्रिकोणमिति बनी ट्रिग्नोमेट्री
It may also interest you to know that many of the origins of your words come from Sanskrit. For example, Matru becomes mother, Bhratru becomes brother, Geometry becomes geometry, Trigonometry becomes trigonometry.
आपको शायद ये बात दिलचस्प लगे कि हमारे यहाँ 21 भाषाओं में 5,600 अखबार और 3,500 मैगजीन छपती है जिनको पढ़ने वालों की संख्या 12 करोड़ है आपके देश के मुकाबले में कई ज्यादा है
We have 5,600 newspapers, 35,000 magazines in over 21 different languages with a combined readership of 120 million.
चांद तक पहुँच गए हम लेकिन अब भी आप लोगों को हम हिंदुस्तानियों के हाथ में सिर्फ सांप की बीन ही नजर आती है
We have reached the moon and back, but yet you people still feel that we have only reached as far as the Indian road trip.
डॉक्टर्स इंजीनियर्स और साइंटिस्ट की गिनती में जनाब हम सिर्फ 2 मुल्कों से पीछे
We are the third largest pool in the world of doctors, engineers, and scientists.
ये थी दिमाग की बात आप करते हैं ताकत की बात दुनिया में तीसरी सबसे बड़ी फौज हमारी आप क्या है फिर भी मैं आपके सामने झुक के आपको प्रणाम करता हूँ क्योंकि हम किसी को अपने आप से छोटा या कमजोर नहीं समझते
Maybe your grandfather didn't tell you that we have the third largest army in the world. And even then, I fold my hands in humility before you because we don't believe that we are above or beneath any individual.
Heck yeah.
कुछ और खूबियां भी है हमारे पास वो सब जानने के लिए मैं मनोज कुमार की पूर्व और पश्चिम की डीवीडी आपको भेज दूंगा इन देर
And Namaste.
That was great.
That was great.
That ending was fantastic. Okay.
So there's a lot about the scene I hated.
Yeah.
In terms of quality of film, it's something I've actually noticed in Bollywood film, and you've told us that a lot of when they hire foreigners for Bollywood films, they're usually just terrible,
Awful.
and that's true. We've seen it.
We've noticed.
So Bollywood, Hollywood, if you'd like to hire us,
Yeah. We're more than happy,
we
man.
will be
It would
your
an
token
honor.
white people for your
Freaking
films.
honor to be in one of your films and actually.
Because whoever that guy was,
Awful!
It sounded like he was dubbed over, and it made us so mad.
Just awful.
He was terrible. Anyways,
anyway.
But obviously it got really good when he started to give his speech, and I think that's what most people wanted us to react to.
Right.
That was a phenomenal speech.
Yes, it was.
And it reinforced what we've learned and what we love about India, especially that last part that
Yep.
said, we are not arrogant, we do not boast.
Right.
I say to you, namaste,
Yeah.
go in peace.
Yeah, and we're not.
And then he says,
and then he says something.
He probably just said, go F yourself or something like that, which was great. I don't know what he said.
But then they didn't let him get in on the translation.
Yeah.
It's like if you really want to know what was said, ask.
Yeah.
Come, which I doubt he does.
Yeah.
Doubt he does. And so yeah, there's two aspects to this scene. On the one hand is the artistry. I was anticipating something on the level of a Shakespearean kind of tour de force moment for him as an actor.
Because obviously we've seen scenes in films that have much better
Oh,
terms
man.
of quality than
Yeah,
this.
as far as like epic, cathartic acting in it.
Pink had
Pink
great
is the
scene.
first thing that comes to mind, but there's so many other films that come into mind. This is obviously about that message. In fact, this would be a great thing, and I will probably recommend this to people that I know, who I've talked to, who give the stereotypes. Because the stereotypes are, it's either snake charmers who eat tandoori chicken, or you ride on dirty trains and bathe yourselves in the dirty Ganges River, or...
Clearly they've never had tandoori chicken because it's delicious.
Exactly, yeah. Or you're a third world country.
Yeah.
or you're in the Middle East.
That's the big thing.
Yep, you're in the Middle East, like that person at World Market said to me, the Middle Eastern food's over there. I'm like, it's Asia. Wow.
Yeah.
Even I know that.
Here in America, India is known as at least to people that obviously haven't researched anything, they've only seen Slumdog.
Exactly.
Which is, I've heard why they didn't like Slumdog, is because it's all
a stereotype.
it showed is the slums of India, not all the other beautiful, obviously developed parts of the country.
Diverse, gorgeous, beautiful, expressive.
I when he was giving the speech, I found myself getting like prideful. I was like,
absolutely,
this is great.
I got emotional and prideful of, and that's why this is something I'd say, you know what, I'd show this to a friend and say, take 2 minutes, and because we get a lot of people. I don't know about you, I'm getting a lot of people going, India?
Yeah.
What? Explain that, and we tell them a story because it's a beautiful story about how we got connected this way. It's so natural and organic. And the thing I like to, because they immediately go, India, Bollywood? I mean, it's like, yeah, guys, you need to watch this scene because what you see him say in this scene, and that's the thing. So I let it go. This isn't about some cathartic, beautiful, artistic moment. Mm-hmm. This is about a scene that genuinely represents the reality of the Indian people and the country of India.
And I loved seeing all the other Indian people.
Yeah, that was.
And they were like, they started to get really prideful about what he was saying because they feel that same way, that's how they're treated by everyone.
The man and the woman, it made me immediately think about the messages and the comments we've been getting from people, and how, like the one I got recently, I said this in another reaction of somebody who said, to have you guys notice us, for so long we have felt like the kid who doesn't get picked for the dodgeball team. Mm-hmm. Yep. That we're just ignored. Mm-hmm. And it is, but not with us, man. Not in our world. Our world, you are being. And what we do on the channel, we're doing all the time. Like, I'm listening to all of the music from the movies that we've been listening to in my car, everywhere I drive. I just went the other day just because I wanted to, the place where we did the Indian food reaction. I went there for lunch just because I wanted to be in that world as much as I possibly could because it's so freaking beautiful. So this is a fantastic
scene. And seeing Akshay Kumar for the first time, he was obviously the highlight of the whole scene.
Right.
He looked a little strange.
He did. He looked
had
a little
blonded
hair.
It was kind of strange, but
the earring and
so I don't know about. Obviously, I don't know what film this is. Is it from Namastey London?
I guess
is that what it's called?
I guess so.
I haven't seen that recommended, so I'm guessing that's not like one of his outside of this scene, maybe one of his best.
Right.
But obviously, we've reacted to a ton of his stuff, so I'd like to see more of his now, and because that scene was great. Thank you.
And if you have more scenes or more films that do, and this is done exactly the way India would do it. See, in America, if people are trash talking America, the person would come over and get in their face and like do something totally big and overt and in your face, like America, right? Mm-hmm. Not India.
Yeah, that was
India would come over and, by the way, just let me help you understand. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's all in love and it's all in peace and it's
and thankfully the acceptance of the fact that we are. This makes me so happy. People who've watched the channel have said, you have actually helped, as much as it's saying that we've changed our stereotype. Mm-hmm. I've had a lot of people write to us and say, you've changed my stereotype, because I had the stereotype that Westerners and Americans were arrogant, not teachable, not open, and had shut themselves off from any possibility of learning our culture. And you guys have changed that stereotype. So that's really a happy thing.
I wish I could tell you it was all of us.
Yeah, it isn't all of us, unfortunately, but we're in our world, man. Just when they started,
we're
talking
a very
trash,
young country.
when he started talking bad about India, like who's the guy?
What's up, bro?
Who's the guy that has the TV show? He replaced what's his face? It's the new show. He's from South Africa. His name is on the top of my head. He does the political.
Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah. Did you see the joke he made about India and Pakistan having their Kashmir incident?
No, I didn't.
He made a joke about it and said, "Could you imagine a war between India and Pakistan?" And then he did this joke about Bollywood, and they'd come out and do a musical number to do their thing. A year ago, 6 months ago, I'd have seen that and probably chuckled. But now, when I saw that, my immediate response was, wow, that was really not okay. So stereotypical. And if they had a war, you don't even know that they've already had a couple of wars and how serious this... Thankfully, he got a lot of heat. And he immediately said, I am so sorry.
Yeah.
But it even pointed to a guy like him who's from South Africa and who is he's a very open-minded, sweet guy.
Yeah, he is.
but he had that stereotype.
Yeah.
And it pissed me off.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the recommendation.
Yeah, great scene.
It was great.
It was great.
The speech was great. A lot of stuff about it I didn't like. But
Yeah, no, the speech was
the
great.
speech was fantastic.
The speech is what it's all
and
about.
I think that's what they wanted us to react to. So,
Yeah.
namaste.
Namaste, we love you.